All right.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20.
So like it said with your memory, it is the retention of information over time for the purpose of influencing future action. So that's what your memory for, man. So now you got to get your memory back, man. But it's a process of things, man. These mental faculties. You have to be born again. Go ahead.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Teachers ain't moved into a corner no more. Go ahead.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers,
Your eyes seeing your teachers now.
and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee,
See, so now our ears hear the word behind me.
saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
Oh.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven image.
Huh? Yeah. What is that?
Defile also the covering of thy graven
Yeah. Read it. That thing shows so clear. I see that from over there. I got super color.
That's why I said when I put his down, I said,
HD. Probably start recording out there. Go live out there with the phone stand. Go ahead.
Isaiah 30 and 22. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images.
So this is what's gonna happen. Your teacher, once you start to receive your memory back, you know, you're going through all the mental faculties of your perception, your reasoning, and your imagination, and then you get your memory back. Go ahead, this is what you're gonna do.
Of thy graven images of silver,
So now you're gonna defile your idols and your graven images of silver. Go ahead.
and the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Right.
Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth.
When you come back to your mirror, you're gonna realize, man, I'm tripping, man. This whole white Jesus image, man. All these, I'm celebrating Easter, Christmas, all these holidays I'm supposed to be celebrating. Once you start to be born again, you're like, nah, man, we've been mixing this paganism in with the scriptures, man. Which the Greeks and the Romans implemented that upon us, man. The so-called white man. And they back today in full effect with it, man. They ain't got you thinking, they got most stuff with it. They got something like where you can be in a brotherhood now, this Mason, the fraternities, these Greek fraternities, man. Once you come to this truth, and you realize who you really are, you gonna like I say, you're gonna get that rid of that like a mistress rag. Go ahead.
Thou shalt say unto it, Get thee hence.
Right.
Then shall he give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground with them, and the bread of increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous, and that day shall thy cattle feed in large pastures.
Then cause the spiritual part of that, you getting that kingdom of heaven within you, man, which is the knowledge. But that physical manifestation of the kingdom of heaven gonna come. We gonna be back in our land. It's gonna be flowing with milk and honey, prosperous land, man, fruitful land. The next one is will, your will. It said the faculty by which a person decides on and initiates action, control, deliberately exerted to do something or to restrain one's own impulses. It's drive, dedication, strength, or character. So now, once you get your memory back, now going into will, you're gonna realize, oh, I can't just do what I want to do now. You're gonna realize I can't move off impulse now. Get on Romans 8, start at verse 10. So that whole born again process, man, and like you said, the fruit of your lips, basically, you getting that out. Get that in Proverbs here, going back into that belt. He got what you had something? Yeah, get that back in Proverbs 18.
Too close. Move this out the way out.
ahead. Hammer. Hammer had that thing straight.
All right, this is Proverbs 18
The one where it go right into the belly, the fruit of that mouth.
and 20. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth.
See, a man's mental faculties should be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth. Go ahead.
And with the increase of his lips shall he be filled.
With the increase of his lips shall he be filled. So that's why we speaking these words into you, man. When they gonna enter into you, go ahead. Read
Death and life are in the powers of the tongue.
See, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So just like the Lord told Ezekiel, prophesy to these dry bones, and their life gonna enter into them, man. So it's a whole process of things of you being born again, man. You gonna be going back into Revelation 11. You gonna rise up, and you gonna start to measure the temple, man. When that word enter into you, go ahead.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
They that love it gonna eat the fruit thereof, man. What it is, this the fruit of the tree of the what it is, the tree of life should be for the healing of the nations, man. So this the fruit with the tree of life, man. American propaganda democracy is that fruit of deception, that fruit of lies, that fruit, that philosophy that the serpent came with, man. That got us in the predicament we in, man.
Right.
What you had out?
You ain't got to block the sign. Just come in. Yeah. There you go.
Go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 8, verse 10. And if Yahweh shall be in you, the body is dead because of sin.
See, now all it's doing is putting your Hawashai in you. Now you gonna start to get that off. Get Luke 19. We're going to your Hawashai as an Austrian man. Go ahead.
If Yahweh shall be in you, the body is dead because of sin.
Right.
But the spirit is life because of righteousness.
Right. Go ahead.
But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies.
So this putting that spirit in you, these words we speak, they are life, they are spirit, man. But you gotta believe on your Hawashai as the scriptures have said. If you want your belly to flow with them rivers of living water, man. Go ahead.
By his spirit that dwelleth in you.
Go ahead.
Therefore,
Read that verse again, Ashalai.
but if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies
Go quicken your mortal bodies. Go ahead.
by his spirit that dwelleth in you.
Right. These words, they are spirit. It is the word that quickens. Let's say the flesh profited little. It is the word that quickens it. Read it again. These words that we speak, they are life, they are spirit. Go ahead.
But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you.
Going back into Ezekiel. Go ahead.
Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh.
Right. Going back, this your will. So we are debtors, not to live after the flesh. So once your perception, your reason, your imagination, and you got your memory back now you realize, hey, I can't do what I want to. Now it's your will. Your part of your will to your part of your mental faculty is your will. Going back to the scripture the brother read earlier, Romans 12. Now you're gonna realize I gotta make my body a living sacrifice. I can't do what I want to do no more. I'm being transformed into the image of Yahweh Shai, not being conformed to this world, but transformed into the image of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead. Whom the word ignorant called Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die.
And see, that's what you start to learn, man. Go ahead.
But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
Right.
For as many as are led by the spirit of Yahweh, they are the sons of Yahweh.
Come.
For ye have not revealed the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father.
Right.
Con.
Go. What you gonna say something?
No, I just said con.
Right. See, we receive that spirit of adoption. Now we remember ourselves. Cause it's like, okay, the Most High like, you a bastard to me now. But I've adopted you back in through Yahushua. So that's why I say Yahushua came at the perfect time, man. Cause that number the Greeks and the Romans had done on us, man. Yahushua, he the only one that could restore us from that, man. When the leaders was gone, man, we was looking up to the leaders. Like he said, go establish, hate the good. Basically, and that's in Amos. What it said, seek the good, hate the evil, establish judgment in the gates. That was done away with by the time Yahushua came. It was all about it. That puppet leaders was set up. That's why the Lord told them they were full of extortion, man. They was extorting their own people, man. And these was the religious leaders. He was talking about the Pharisees and the Sadducees.
They doing the same thing today.
Exactly. Come.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
The history repeating itself. Verse 15.
That's why the words of this book never get old. That's why the Lord said, heaven and earth will pass away, but this word endure forever, man.
That's right.
It no matter how long the world go on, this book still is the top book. It's still these words in here, don't none compete with it. Ain't none can compete with it. Ain't none can stand the test of time against it.
That's right.
Even if your book of the day got some truth in it, what good is it doing that? Or they'll say, okay, the Egyptian book got the same book as Genesis, some of the same stories as Genesis. Even if that was true, which even if it did, okay, it was all in that same area. Y'all just like y'all got the history of the flood, okay, y'all just had a scribe writing their history down. You know what I'm saying? But we fast forward into that, what them books revealing now that's helping stuff now? Nothing. Only this book is basically relevant now to what's going on right now. Go ahead.
Verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit.
See, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit, man. So now you got your memory back, and you realizing who you are now. And you realize, man, this word do bear witness with my spirit, man. Go ahead.
That we are the children of Yahweh.
Right, man. That we are the children of Yahweh. We stop right there, huh? You had precept up?
No.
The last one is intuition, man. The last mental faculty is intuition. The ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Right. So now, once you done got your mental faculties right, you believing on the scripture as Yahushua has said, now it's automatically going, you know what I'm saying, what wrong from right gonna come quick to you now. You know what I'm saying? Get Sirach 39 and 24.
Why ain't looking that up? Say all of them.
Okay. Do I need to read the definition for all of them?
No, just say all of them.
Okay, perception, reasoning, imagination, your memory, your will, and intuition. And I'm gonna read that definition for intuition again. The ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Why? Because your mind has been transformed into this word. So it ain't even about your reasoning no more. It's all about what the reasoning of Yahushua. You know, it's all about the reasoning of the word now, man. So quickly you're gonna be able to bloom, you know, because you now your pure mind going back into your perception have changed of starting with Yahushua and of the word of your people. Your reasoning changed now. Now you know I got a reasoning according to the facts, in spirit and in truth. Your imagination changed now. Your image, your imagination is on your mind. Your whole thought process has changed now, man. Because why? Now you taking every thought captive and bringing it in obedience into this word. Your memory, man. And with doing that, now you're going to start to remember yourself, man. You're going to start to remember this how I'm supposed to act. This who I am. It's in here that the Lord, dark-skinned man like wool and hair, this got to be us. This got to be our heritage. It says, oh, stiff-necked people, we should come and enslaved by ships. This don't pertain to nobody else. Which leads to your will. Now you start to learn, I can't act like the other nations in the world. No. I can't go according to will, what feel good. No, now my will, I can't move off impulse. My body got to be a living sacrifice now. Which leads to your intuition, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Go ahead,
Said 39 and who?
24.
This Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy,
Right.
so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
See, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks into the wicked, man.
God.
So now, after you done hold your whole mind and been transformed, you've been born again, man. Now it's gonna come automatically to you, man. You know your intuition gonna be there, man. You can start to discern stuff. Go read that again. What 23 say?
Verse 23. As he have turned the waters into salt, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath.
Right, man. Then you learn about the heathen. Chris, what up, Chris? Right. Then you learn. Now you gonna learn how to look at these other nations now too. That's another part of you remember yourselves and realize, man, I'm supposed to be mingling with these people. This is where we learned all this from. Not just the so-called white man, all the other nations, man, all the heathen nations. Read that again.
Verse 23 and 24.
23.
Verse 23. As he have turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Come. See, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are their stumbling blocks into the wicked. Go ahead.
For the good are good things created
And this is you start to understand. Go ahead.
from the beginning. So evil things for the sinners.
Right. So then that's what you start to get to. You start to realize now, like, okay, just like Yahushua told Nicodemus, he of the spirit, he born of the flesh is born of the flesh, going to the that 2/3 of our people who weren't gonna receive the truth, man. So then you start to understand how this was set up from the beginning. That's why what the Lord tells the disciples, blessed are your eyes for you see. Be happy you got it. It wasn't given to them. See, then you start to realize the whole aspect of everything. Your understanding come back now, man. People root for. I'll read that again.
For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for the sinners. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt.
Which all this come with it, you know. Now you start to realize the whole principal things. Go ahead, read that verse, then get Ecclesiastes 12 for the whole thing.
The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
Then you start to learn the principal things of life going into the physical things, you know, for as you need, because you don't get so spiritual to where you think, okay, I'm just away from everybody. No, like the scripture said, we use this word, we're not abusing, but all those physical things it needs, you still need nourishment for the body, man. Go ahead, I'll start at the top of it. Keep on. Get Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 right there. So you got to read for Ecclesiastes, not Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes.
This is Luke 4:1. This is the book of commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever.
Right, see this law endure forever, man. So now your memory come back and you start to realize this, man. The churches, the leaders been playing, man. They say this is the book of the commandments and the law that endure forever. Then, like the scripture said, what Yahushua said, believe on me as the scripture has said, you go look at what he did, he was keeping the law. And he said he came from, get that real quick, all right? Get 5 and 17 right quick, Matthew. We got about 10 more minutes, we're gonna shut that.
Scenery where we at.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right.
I am not come to destroy but fulfill.
Right. Go ahead. Lock, y'all.
come. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled.
What did he come fulfill? He came fulfill he came fulfill, man, to be that ultimate sacrifice for the sins of the nation of Israel, man. That's it. That's the only part of the law that was changed, man. Go ahead.
Well, so whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Read it again.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
So Creflo got the Creflo, he don't got a chance, man. He got the least chance of making it, man.
You must be reading the Old Testament, huh? Where you at,
Matthew 5 and 17,
All right,
19.
they must don't read that at Creflo Church. They must don't read that book, that chapter at all.
But whosoever shall do and teach them,
That's why the scripture said that Holy Spirit ain't gonna dwell with the secret.
Right.
Go ahead. Going back to the point the brother made earlier, that's why them pastors ain't got it. Go ahead. They held the word of the Most High the secret. Go ahead.
but whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Come.
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and
See,
Pharisees,
except your righteousness should exceed the righteousness of these fake pastors, cause they the new scribes and the Pharisees, man. Go ahead.
ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Go ahead.
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of commandments of Yahweh.
Right.
And the law that endureth forever.
Law that endure forever. Yahweh Shai said the same thing. Heaven and earth gonna pass away. One jot and one tittle. Go ahead.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
So now people started to learn it. Now you learn, okay, I got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability. But first have faith in Yahweh Shai. So when I do go off, that mercy is there. That mercy seat that was set up in the temple, set up with the ark and all that. That mercy seat. That's what they represented. Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall
Yahweh
die.
Shai was that mercy seat all along, man. It had to be revealed in its time. Going back to Genesis 49 again. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, or the law given from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and to him shall be the gathering of the people. Go ahead. That's talking about then and now. His first coming and his second coming. Go ahead. Now he came back and set everything back in order. Until he come back again, man. Go ahead. Like he said, should he find faith? Should he find faith when he returns? Go ahead. Go ahead, that's a lot, bro.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
She turned thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Go ahead.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof,
Right.
that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right. So now you learn that it's part of that whole being born again, man. Go ahead.
O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us.
Right, see? So the things that's pleasing to the Heavenly Father are made known unto us, man. Now we start to understand it. This is our book. That's why we got that zeal for it, but it ain't according to knowledge. But when you being born again, why you think Paul said that? Why you think Paul said that to the people that was in Rome? You got a zeal, but it ain't according to knowledge. Why? Because they had perverted everything, man. Go ahead, Paul knew that. Paul he had to be born again, man. He was in that mind frame. Go ahead.
O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemy. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrifice unto devils, and not to Yahweh. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power
Right.
that brought you up, and ye have grieved grieve Jerusalem that nursed you.
So he letting you know why we in the case we in right now. Because we stand against our power. We went against our commandments, you know, that we was given for, that he given to us. And for that, you know, he slowly but surely took away our heritage away from us and brought the curses upon us. And we soon forgot who we were.
And that's what it's going into. You forgot your resting place. You worried it already. You worried it's coming, man.
Verse 9, for when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye dwellers about Zion, Yahweh hath brought up me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nurse them.
The temperature dropped in.
Yeah, I just felt it to his car.
But since
We need to wrap it up. We need to wrap it up.
Nah, we're ending with let's end it with what's wrong. Ecclesiastes 12:10. You got it.
Yeah. We're gonna read it now.
Yeah, go.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth.
Keep the command.
Huh?
Yeah, keep the command. 12:13. The whole book.
Oh, okay. But there's no right with it.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let him finish out. Let him finish out. Don't move there yet.
Go ahead.
Chapter 13. Verse 13. Let us to the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
The whole duty of the Israelites, man. So you got to be born again, man. That's all, man. So you see the men on the street corners, they got the signs, they read the word, they got precepts, brother reading, brother speaking. All this part of changing your perception, man. Changing your perception, your reasoning, your imagination, your memory, your will, and your intuition, man. And then you're going to start to flow, the rivers of living water going to start to flow out of you, man. With that, man, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodash, help us to the hills of the apostle, that great millstone. Be safe, taste the love. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you must be born again. Shalom.
Shalom. Kwam Yashala.